Hello, welcome to this segment of AKT Celebrity Reads. Let me know how the screen is looking to you because it's looking a little bit fuzzy to me. And I just tried to wash my screen off. I'll be just touching it and everything, and I don't know if it's me. If I have to, I'm gonna have to go and wash it off again and come back. Hi, Latika. Hi, Sean. Hi, everybody. I love the hearts. I love the hearts so much. Keep sending me the hearts. Hi, Christina. Hi, Candy Rain. Oh, I love them. Hi, beautiful Nova. Hello, everybody. I got y'all, didn't I? I came on earlier tonight because I'm tired. So I know I promised to do part 2 of Nipsey Hussle, Jstone, because I didn't get to do everything. Oh, you like my outfit? I got blue. I finally got some blue, but this is like what, a burgundy. Isn't it pretty? I don't feel like turning around tonight, but it's like a jumper. It's a jumpsuit. It's Hi, Shantae. I got my matching bracelet on tonight to go with my necklace. I love this necklace, all the sparkly stuff. Actually, I didn't tell him yet, but this is my son's jewelry. I was looking through his stuff, and I'm like, you know what? Um, Thank you. Hi. I didn't ask him, but I gave it to him anyway as a gift. So I'm like, I should be able to wear it behind his back. I bought it. Then I like the way it looks, it's sparkly, and I got a lot of compliments on it. What did a lady call it? Neck candy. I never heard that before, but since I know that people call my jewelry that, then I'm gonna make sure I get some more. I love unique things. Hi, Leslie. Merlot wine. I know. I was in a blood mood. I was like in a bloody red mood. So I had just gotten some new blue yesterday, and I was gonna wear that, but then I said I'm just not, and I think it's Halloween is close in a couple of days. So I said no, I feel like wearing just something rich, and plus it's velvet. It's velvet. I love soft fabric, soft plush, very regal fabrics. I love. So if you all want to send me something, oh thank you, Candy. If you want to, donate to me because my birthday's coming up, or oh, that's Kelly, thank you. Or if you want um, to just get me something, I would love that, and I'll wear it for you since it's my birthday. Well, not today, but my birthday is Thanksgiving. Okay, so y'all, I'm telling you now. Don't tell me you forget to get me something for my birthday. I'm just like a little girl about my birthday. I get so excited. I don't eat cake though, y'all. But I am taking presents. If you want to start sending them to me now, I would love that so much. And of course, I always love donations. So I just want to put that out there. I'm trying to find out what I'm going to do for my birthday. I never really do anything. It's just a day for me, and I thank God that I'm here. But I don't know, I might do something special. I just, I'm thankful that God kept me here after all I've been through. And plus, I'm glad that, you know what? Thank you. That's a good idea. Somebody said about velvet shoes. I love velvet shoes. I I might have some. If not, I'm probably gonna get some. But you all make me feel better. You all cheer me up. You all, I don't. Someone gave me edible arrangements earlier, and I don't like them. Why? Because the candy's too rich for me. I can't digest it, and plus it's really fatty. So what they sent me, it was edible flower arrangement, and it had these gigantic strawberries dipped in this delicious chocolate. Because I tasted some and ended up eating the whole thing because it was so good. And then it was I think it was some cantaloupe. It also was dipped in the chocolate and it doesn't last. I couldn't eat it all because I deliberately do not eat sugar. Okay, I'd stay away from, I eat sugar, yes, but not white sugar. All right, so yeah, that they're really pretty to look at. The edible fruit baskets are pretty. I thought about that, but I'm just getting well, as you know. So, people that don't know, go check out my old Vagina Power, Alexis K. Tyler Vagina Power videos. That's how I started and got into the media. People that don't know me think, oh, they know me from the Nipsey readings. And I just came. Now, I know Nova, my baby Nova's going to give me something beautiful for my birthday. And you know what? You need to look at Nova's t-shirts. Nova, put the link for the t-shirt if you can in there, because Nova made me some vagina powered t-shirts. She took a picture of me, this was about 10 years old, probably like 10 years old, and I hadn't found anyone to do it. She put it on a t-shirt. I have been looking for everyone to put it on the t-shirt. She got that done, and I love cinnamon. Actually, that's one of my favorite. Oh, thank you for saying cinnamon, because I was getting ready to forget. You all that don't know, I make hair care products and skincare products. And my favorite one that people love is the cherry chocolate buttercream. Now, even though it says shea butter buttercream, it's for your hair and it's for your body. A very, very luxurious cream. I already have some made. I use it, and now I'm able to use it and come back and make it. I don't know if you can see that. I have pictures of it on my page. It's very, very rich, but it's not. I hate shea butter cream that's thick and gummy and gooey and sticky. I don't know if you can tell, but mine is not that way. It's very, very creamy. I use everything before I give it to anyone else because I wanted to make sure that it works. So I don't do relaxers. I really can't. Whenever I tried to do relaxers in the past, yeah, Trina Renee loves it. We've been buddies a long time. And I cannot do relaxers. They don't do well on me. When I used to try to get them done, because I want to be like everybody else, it would pull my hair out and break it off. Then the blow drying and the hot curl, I can't do it. So my hair is like, what do you call, like that Indian Remy hair. It grows out. It's that wash and wear, that wet and wavy kind of hair. Grows out straight, and then it starts to do this. So I don't need a relaxer anyway, but I never liked it. I always wanted something else that I want to look like somebody else and have bone straight hair instead of appreciating it. Now I appreciate it because I lost it, and every time I would go to the beautician, I'm sure you all can raise your hand on this, they'll tell you, oh, you need a trim. And then they take off 4 or 5 inches in the back of you. And then when you get up and look at the mirror, you're like, what the fuck happened to my head? Where'd my hair go? Oh, well, it was worse than I thought. And the bitch did it on purpose. So I went through a lot of that. And he even had some guys do that. So I don't do anything now. Don't do anything to it. After I was talking to Shannon the other day, a friend of mine, and I said, I'm going to try, because I don't really understand, and all the hair and stuff, but I like it. I like the way it looks in all the wigs. I never had to depend on them. I never had to wear them. And now realizing for my safety, I mean, I cannot do the blow dries and presses and stuff. It just, my hair's too soft and it just tears it up. So she was saying, why don't you try a blonde? And I said, well, I like everybody else in blonde, but I never tried a blonde. So she's like, you gotta try blonde, you gotta try blonde. I said, okay, I'm gonna go to the wig shop, and I'm probably gonna video it and let y'all see. I'm gonna try some blonde, but I don't think, I have to find a tone that looks good on me and my skin. Like the Marilyn Monroes and platinum blondes, I can't do. I don't think they look good on me. I see black women that do it, and they get away with it, even darker than me. They look really sexy with it. I love the way little Kim looked with it. I just don't think that'd do nothing to me. That wouldn't look good on me. So anyway, we're going to have some fun, and I'm going to get your opinion. And if you don't like it, I won't wear it. But whatever you like, I'm going to give you the opportunity. Oh, boy, I cannot believe I'm doing this. I'm telling you I'm doing this. I'm going to let you look at it, and you tell me which color you like. And, I've never done it. If you go back and watch my old videos, I've never done anything but black hair. I've always loved black hair, and I love blue black hair. It's so shiny and rich. I love the luxuriousness of jet black hair with the blue cast. Not like the blue wig. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about rich, beautiful black hair with the blue highlight to it. It's just so sexy to me. Black hair is sexy and gorgeous to me. But I'm willing to do it for you all. I want to make you all happy. Like y'all have done what you can to bring me back and support me and make me happy. So I really appreciate that. Okay, enough of that. But if you want the buttercream, it's the same email. Oh, this is heavy. You'll see when you get them. These are not lightweight. I make them from scratch. I don't get them from anywhere. I whip them so they're very light, very creamy, but they're also very rich, very heavy. And you want it, I'll send it to you. Okay. I didn't have it ready, but I'll show you the next time I have the skincare creams to even out the skin. You know, when you have the sun spot skin gets uneven. I really can't be in the sun so much because it blotches. I used to love to tan, but it would tan evenly. Now I don't tan evenly. And just uneven skin. You said blonde is like the red lipstick? I know. Gotta find a right shade of one in the undertones. I didn't have them ready, but I have the shampoo, conditioners, leave-in conditioners. Makes the hair very soft, easy to comb, so it won't break off, it won't come out, it won't shed, and the hair grow oil, which I love. I love the ones with the hot pepper in them, but I know everybody can't do hot pepper. So I have one that does not have the hot peppers in them, but they help to stimulate the blood flow, and that's how your hair grows, from the nutrients and the vitamins in your blood. They go up through the roots and the follicles, as well as dealing with, I've had that problem with fungus, itchy scalp. It's a nightmare, because if you keep scratching it, it'll make the hair come out. So I have antifungals and butter creams that will help you, but they're natural though. They're not medications. They're just, natural type of things that help to soothe. And you have to remember the main thing though, I have to get, hey my beautiful Carrie, hey my baby. I have to get some more in because I had the nutritional supplements, and even a supplement you can take from the inside that will help to even out the skin from the inside out. Totally natural. No chemicals in this pill and in this supplement. I actually had a man ask me about it today. Yes, there are men, there's nothing wrong with that. They have uneven skin and they reach out. Hi, beautiful Mother Goddess Orisha. Just nothing to make fun of. I don't make fun of anybody because I've been through so many things. And I had so many skin problems, even really bad cystic acne, that I would have like big nodules up under my face, my neck, my chest, my back. As you can see, there's nothing there. I had to suffer from that, and I started going to the dermatologist at like 12. My grandmother would take me because nobody else cared to take me. And they were so big, they felt like hard, very, very sore, painful, tender knots up under my skin and all in my face and all here on the hairline and stuff. And the neck, it was really, really severe. And it went on into my 20s, but now I realize what that was. It was like stress and hormonal imbalances and changes. As you can see now, I have on very little makeup. I don't have on any MAC makeup. I don't have nothing thick caked, nothing covered. I had them all over my breasts, everything. And you see, there's nothing there. So what I basically did, I'm not ashamed to tell you these things now because I got rid of them. You'd be able to see if, I'm covering something's there. There's nothing there. I just have on sunscreen, like a thin foundation, little product because I hate my face greasy. No mascara, no eyebrows, and just some lipstick. That's it. I can show you how to do the same thing. I'm not a hater. I'm not one of those types of women where fuck them. I got mine. They gotta get it. No, I love helping people. I love making these products because I would go to doctors and they would tell me, you're stuck with it for the rest of your life. There's nothing we can do to help you. You're stuck with the scar. You're stuck with the uneven skin. We don't know what to do. We only have things perfected for white skin. And now, as you can see, a whole new market is opened up for us. And basically, we dominate that market now because we are really all over the planet, we are not the minority, we are the majority. It's just in the U.S. So we have to demand things and for us. And since there was no demand for them to give me what I needed when this was happening to me, all my life starting at 12 years old, I created a solution for myself. And so many times you have to take the bad things that happen to you and you have to find the good in the pain of it and the lesson of it, okay? I just want to let you know, now that I'm feeling better, thanks to you all and loving me and supporting me being here, I feel like making them again. And I feel like sharing them with you. And the people that hear me, that I did not get back to, it is not personal. I do want to help you with the skin things. I've just been really tired, and I've been very busy. I still have readings I have not done, so let me get into this and stop all the damn talking. I forgot, and I like, let me mention this, because I keep forgetting to mention this. And there was a few people that sent me emails like over a week ago and said I need help with the skin, and then one person said, well, are you just don't want to help me? Is that why you won't answer me? Because you just changed your mind, you don't want to help me? And I'm like, are you kidding? No, it's not that I don't want to help you. It's just I've been so busy. I have to see people in order. And another thing, let me say one more thing. When people email me and ask me about appointments and they say, hey, I want a appointment done on next full moon in November, and thank you, Sydney, and I want to book it now. I know that's the way everybody works. They let you book, and they take anybody. I don't, okay? Because many times I'm very tired, and I don't feel well. So sometimes I just don't want to be bothered because I'm working so much. And as you can see, like people are like, well, why don't you come back more often? Where are you? Are you okay? I'm like, I just did 2 readings a week ago. So a week is you're binging, and then you want more after a week. And they say, yes. I will try to see if I can do smaller readings for you. But the reason why, one of the main reasons why, is because I have clients in between, private. And then when I do a reading for Nipsey, and then I have to deal with other people involved, they take longer because everything is too much to rush into my head in one day, okay? So I work on these every day, a little every day, because it's so much, and I want to get right what he's saying when he feels like talking. So that varies because he may not be here. He might be somewhere else, visiting with his family, doing other things. So I don't demand. Whenever you feel like coming to talk, I'll just have to wait. And that's what I do. And I do something else. What I do require is I tell everybody, I think I said in the video before, send me your picture, your face picture, and everybody that you have a question about. Send me the exact question before a reading. Because I do not read everyone, and I hate being stuck to appointments, okay? So you can't call me today and say, Alexis, book this in November. I'm not going to do it because I forget, and then if I'm working on a lot of other cases and I'm very tired, then it's like, damn, I booked this, or I see on the site, they're like, well, where's the site? Is it on the site? I'm not putting it on the site because I don't want people to do that to me. I don't want to have a whole bunch of readings and do the readings just for the money. And then I half read you. Or we don't get along. You know, all people that do spiritual consultations are not created equal. All people and clients clash. So let me see you first, because I've had that problem, and that is negative to me. Don't bring the drama to me. Take it somewhere else. So I don't want to do that, and I don't want to do it to you. And then another thing. Let me tell you something. This is another thing that I try to make myself stop doing. There are people, they're women. Men don't do this. It's usually women. They'll ask me about a relationship or a child. That's all you want me to look at, okay? And then I agree to do it. So I'm in the process of answering about the man and the child. Something else comes up to me that you didn't ask me. Or a physically dead person. that is still alive and been waiting for you to find someone to speak to in the spirit, they pop up and start talking because they can see me. And they know that I can hear them and I can see them. So then they start the conversation. And I said, well, then I'll say, I'll volunteer because I'm just like that. If you respect me enough to come to me for my service, if anything I can see to help you, I do. So I said, well, I know you didn't ask me, but you know it's a man here or it's a lady here and there's a pet here. And I just want to tell you, even though you didn't ask me, they're saying such and such. And they said, well, thank you. Some of them say, I don't know who that is right now. I have to find out. I don't know about my family, or I know exactly who you're talking about. And what I'd like to do, too, when I talk to you initially, once you send me the picture and the information and I decide to take the reading, I like to hear preliminary of what's going on. I like to hear you, talk to you, feel you, your energy, and whoever else decides to jump on the telephone. So I might not always do the reading right then because I don't like cold reads. I like to talk with you. I like to see if you and I get along. And I see what I'm getting. Once you tell me, even though you put it in an email, I like to hear it out of your mouth. Your energy field, I want to hear it. And then I said, let me get back to you if I'm not getting it all on the phone, because I don't like to have to do anything. I like to do my best. The same way I do these readings that I give you for free, I do the same thing when it's private. So if you have a problem with that, don't contact me, because I said, give me a day. It's not a week. I said, let me get back. Give me a day. Let's talk tomorrow night, because I'll have more, and let me get more in detail with this to see what this person's saying. I had a couple clients go talk about me to people that referred it to me, because they said, well, I'm not happy with my reading. I said, well, they should tell me, because I have no problem if I owe them something, if it's something I did wrong. If I could fix it, I could fix it. And what they said was, well, I asked her about my child and a relationship. She answered, but then she told me there was a dead man that came up, and he was telling her something, and she started telling me, and then I asked her to elaborate, and she said that was not part of the reading, so she did not elaborate. That's what she was mad about. Not that I didn't give you what you asked for, because I did, but then I chose to give you extra. And I didn't even have to tell you what I saw, and now you want a reading on the extra that now goes over the amount of time that you donated for. But you don't care, because since I brought it up, now you feel that I should be obligated to give you the information about a person you don't know, that you did not ask me about, that I chose to give you the information for. And you're saying that's why you don't like. I said, so did I do something in the reading wrong? She said, no, but there's another person you mentioned, or another topic or an issue around the person they asked about. I said, but you didn't ask me about that issue, nor did you even know the other person was going to show up in the reading. They didn't come back. You know what? It's totally fine, because, you know, I'm going to say something, and I know people are going to get upset with me, but I'm going to say it. You know, when other races of people come to me, because they do, I don't have that problem with them. If it's something they ask me for, and they ask me a question, and I answer, and then I bring something else in it, and it exceeds. Now, I'm not saying all black women. They don't do this. Because the ones that like me and support me, they come back, and they be like, okay, well, we're going over 30 minutes. I know I'm going over 30 minutes, and how much is that? A lot of black women will not do that. They will sit there and pay for 15 minutes and don't want, they want you to answer 30 minutes within 15 minutes, and they want 30 minutes on the 15-minute fee, or they want an hour on a fucking 15-minute fee and a 30-minute fee. And I've sat there and done it and gone over, and then I said, well, you know it's over, right? Oh, well, you know, and then they'll say they don't have it, or, you know, they got to get their paycheck. Okay, but meanwhile, you're just sitting. I just love you, Alexis. I just love you so much. Yeah, but you pay for what you love, don't you? So you don't really give a fuck about me. And this is what women get upset about. So if they get upset about that, then I'd rather you go somewhere else because I'm tired of being taken advantage of. I'm telling you, this has happened for years where I used to do this for free. And then they'll sit there and listen to you tell them everything for free and say they don't have it. And then you help they black ass. You know, because y'all, you know, you're supposed to do that for the hood. You sisters. And then you know what they do? Because they don't value you. They'll then go and pay someone else and come to you and tell you how much they paid someone else. You know, because they love you so much. That's why I said earlier, I don't want everybody. Because I see how my own community treats me. And I'm just, at this point, I'm done. Which I know is my issues. It's not really issues. It's my self-worth, self-esteem, all the stuff I'm still healing around my little girl stuff. And that's how I look at it. When it's something you're working on, it starts coming up in different places. And so it's my responsibility to check it. And then I say, oh, you know, I'm going to come back, and they don't. So when I sense that, you know, I just charge it to the game because I'm like, okay, well, you know, I did this. It's my fault. I'm going to take a responsibility of it. But you know what? Don't come back. If you cannot fix what you just did, and if you're not coming to do a longer amount of time in the future, go take advantage of somewhere else. Because, you know, I know this. Look, I'm very clear. I'm not the only one in town, okay? I know it's a whole bunch of other people that do this. I know you can easily go anywhere else. I'm not the only one. That's cool. But that is really taking advantage of someone. You're doing it on purpose. But you got your phone on to call me, so you paid that. You got your new outfit on in the picture that you sent me. Or you got some clothes on. You got a place to stay. You got your electric bill is on. But you want to do that to me. See, and that's why I am like I am. I'm really pulling back from a lot of things. I might just stop this altogether. I don't know. That's kind of how I'm feeling right now because you all don't know what I deal with. Okay? You don't know what I go through. And then I'm going to say one more thing and I'm going to get into the shit because since I know I'm not the only one that does readings, people need to stop. I'm telling you right now, don't come to my Facebook and because I'm not going to address you basically because you don't do anything for me. I don't need your view. I don't need your comment because I have too many people that love me that have been here for years and new people that treat me better than a lot of people. Somebody said this to me and somebody said it on YouTube. Well, is it just Nipsey? Is that all you're doing? Fuck you. Last time I checked, I didn't get a donation. I don't know you. I don't talk to you. I don't owe you anything. Now, if other people are doing readings, and I know they are, on many different topics, and a lot of them are still around Nipsey or people that know him, go watch them. When you ain't doing nothing for me, again, as I said before, you ain't give me no dick or no money. You can't tell me what to do. You can't make a suggestion. Now, I want to thank, because a lot of people that are on here do support me, and they do have my back. Just like Nova is one of the main ones, and Shannon is one of the main ones. I don't really see a lot of people. A lot of these are new people. Christina, these people have been here for years, long time, and they have given me stuff, and they don't even do that to me. Monica is here, Latika. Those have had my back, and I don't be even thinking about it. All of a sudden, out the blue, go get you some soul food. Go get your outfit. Go da-da-da-da-da. Nothing said. You need to do this, and I don't like. They don't even do that to me. But if they ask me to do something, and I know I can do it, and they have my back like they have, I will work it in. But people, you don't like the Nipsey readings, don't watch the Nipsey. Why are you here? Why do you come on YouTube when the other people upload my fucking vids? You don't like what I say about Nipsey. You don't like if I talk about something else. Then find somebody talk about something that you want to hear about. Because you don't tell me what to do when you're not doing nothing for me. And that's I don't know, and that's what it is. Oh, here we go. It went out and came back in. I don't know what the hell is going on here, but let me get into it. Let me do the libation. Let me tell you, with this Jstone part 2, I'm probably still not going to get into all of it. I will get into something I find very interesting. Let me tell you, when I looked at Jstone right after I spoke to you the last time, and excuse me, I haven't looked at the cards briefly, and somebody told me he signed with Atlantic, so I don't know if that is true. But I saw conflict with him, and what else is this showing? Like I said, I had mentioned the drinking and the depression. I don't know if he's a drinker, but I saw it. And a lot of heartbreak and a lot of mourning, deep mourning and regret over what happened to his brother, his friend, his confidant, the general, Nipsey. That was so devastating to him. It is still very devastating to him. The loss is something that he is very difficult for him to deal with. And you know what I also see, I am still going to say this again because it came up for some reason. Jstone needs to be careful and watch his safety and the people around him that are deliberately trying to steal something. I saw the same thing when I looked at this. Steal from him, steal opportunities from him, steal his freedom from him, steal his life from him. And there is a very powerful, very wealthy man. So this must be someone connected with the record industry, the music industry. They are also, I'm picking up mob ties. I'm picking up organized crime. So it is lower level gang organized crime. It is upper level political organized crime, and also dealing with businesses and zoning and music. So whoever this person is coming to him that he's doing music with, they are also associated with the marathon building. That is what I am seeing. This person is tied. This man that has these organized ties is tied to the marathon. They have some type of investments in the marathon. That is what is really weird to me. And the person is like, what are the names that came up for me to tell him? This person is like the devil in Ebenezer Scrooge, Al Pacino in The Devil's Advocate, and the devil, Jack Nicholson in The Witches of Eastwick. I don't, so Jstone needs to watch himself, because this person that is in music is also tied to the marathon building, is tied to organized crime, is tied to music, and this person really wants to steal from Jstone. He's coming off one way, but he is really another way. He's not interested in helping Jstone thrive and make money. He's actually pretending that he's interested. He's a very shrewd businessman, very cunning, but this man is also very greedy, very jealous. He will come to you and offer you an opportunity to make money, but he ain't going to really give you what he tells you that he's going to give you. This man is all out for himself, and that's what bothered me a lot, because the man was all out for himself. He is pretending to be something he's not. He's not Jstone's friend. This person in the music business, and also this person is going to put him in a position and give him like an offer, tell him some things he wants to do, wants him to work with artists he wants to work with, and then he's going to give him deals or try to get him to work with projects that Jstone is not going to want to do. And when he tells him, because right now it looks like something is going on behind the scenes that I don't know and don't see about offers that Jstone is getting, deals where they're telling him, we want you to do this way, we want you to do that way, we want you to work with this particular partner and this particular partnership. And Jstone's going, no, no, and no. And when he's going no, oh, thank you, Linda. When he's going no, he's telling him, but you're going to do it. There's no way around it. There's no way out. This is what I want you to do, and this is what you're going to do. Or you're going to have a problem with me and with us, and I'm not going to let you out of the deal. See, that's what I was always afraid of. That's what I was really, really afraid of for Jstone, because they know that he's never been a music mogul and a multimillionaire running stores, running businesses. They knew Nipsey protected him. They know that's what Nipsey did. And now that Nipsey's not physically here, they know he's lonely. They know he's alone. They feel like they can take advantage of him. And that's what they're planning on doing, taking advantage of Jstone. And then it is coming up here that bothered me. That's very, very sad. You have people doing a lot of talking, a lot of bullying, a lot of slandering. Jstone is hearing things he doesn't like to hear, and that's upsetting him a lot. And they're slandering Nipsey. Now, I know we just heard about Wack 100 dealing with the game, Jstone. With that, he calls Jason the Mask. Pretend you're coming out one way, but then you're really another on the low. And there's some jealousy there, some admiration, but there's some jealousy there. And they're saying off the prolific brand, he just made a lot of money using the word prolific, and set this up a few days after Nipsey was assassinated, or he wasn't even in the ground. And that's what's really, really fucked up. That's what's really, really bothering me. Really, really dangerous. That says a lot. Do you really love this person? Are you really loyal to this person? Are you really this person's friend? You know, to do that and to say that. And it's still going on. There are other people trashing Nipsey's name, trashing his reputation, putting him down. There's bullying, and there's jealousy and confrontation. People in the front, people in the back. That are trying to cause jealousy and the confrontation. I better stop my smoke alarm's going off. And also, previous lovers are problems here. There's jealousy and competition with lovers. That is coming up here now, and lies and illusion and delusion. These people, a lot of them are delusional, pretending to be something that they're not. Talking to other people about their relationship with him, or what it was or what it wasn't, pretending that this is something that it isn't. And that's another reason too why I decided to come for Nipsey and addressing this, because some of this I'm dealing with is around secret babies, secret children. I put the one lady up there, Star Bella, that said that she is a baby's mom, the child, with 1 year old, 2 year old, something. I'm not sure, but that's questionable. He said he knows her, but he's not saying that is definitely his child. And I've seen several, and actually spoke to one child. It'll go off in a minute. I don't know if they're doing this to me tonight. You know, I do this all the time, but they're deciding to do this to me tonight. So I just stopped the lighting, because, you know, this is new. Now, y'all know I light all the time. Okay, it's trying to calm down, and it's like way upstairs. But, you know, I do this all the time, and it never has done that. So here we go. It jumps from not blue tonight, but then they go fucking with my damn alarm. So, okay. I hope I'm not upsetting any of those entities or energies from what I am saying. And it's amazing because it ties into what I'm going to get into with electronics. So, yeah, Jstone is hearing this, and it's making him very, very pissed off. And I don't blame him. And he's sometimes he says something about it and argues, but I'm telling Jstone, don't say anything, because people are trying to get you in fights, and they're trying to get you in confrontations. You don't want to do that. You want to stay away from the drama and the competitions because it's a setup. And then I am seeing how, and he's got to figure out how to deal with the depression and to work around it because he's constantly thinking about these things and what could have been, could have, would have, should have, I should have been there. If I could have done this, I could have done that, it would have been different. And sometimes things are not going to be different. So a lot of times, unfortunately, things happen tragically, and it's nothing you can do about it, the way that is set up. And so I'm seeing these ex-lovers now are being combative and confrontational and getting together with people trying to ruin this man's reputation because he didn't bring it up to talk to me about this before. And then the other night, he said he wanted to talk about it. And so I said, are you sure? You want me to say this in public? If you don't want me to say this in public, I don't have to say it in public. He said, no, I'm giving you permission to address this and to say this in public. He said, because they want to try to crucify me. They want to try to destroy my character. I saw some women that he had. He said he did have a sexual relationship with some of these women that are saying they are pregnant by him. Now, I don't know, well, not pregnant right now, but they've had children by him. And I don't know the years. I don't know all the women that have said this. I don't know how many have said this. And he said there is some that got their mama that's putting them up to get out in public and thinking about getting attorneys, thinking about going to the media. And he said a lot of those are disappointed people, like mamas, well, even the babies that said they got, women that said they got babies by then you got cousins and shit, want to come out the woodwork, they got goddamn aunties and shit, and they ain't never accomplished nothing in their goddamn life, Highlandese, and they want to ride on the girls, the young, or the women that say they got children by Nipsey. Yeah, you need to go to the media, and yeah, you need to get you a lawyer, and yeah, you need to do interviews, and, you know, because he ain't shit, and he did this, and he did that, and they want to use this to get fame, fortune, money, and attention for themselves, because there is a confidential and discreet way to do that. You know, you can contact the family, you can go have closed proceedings that nobody knows about. Either the DNA matches or it doesn't. He said a lot of these don't. Now, he said it's possible some. But he's saying, you know, all of them are not. They want the money and they feel like they're going to get famous and they're going to get recognition for having this man's child. It's, you know, there was, you know, I've spoken to some that said they had children by him. I don't know why, but they found me and said, well, I felt like you were the one. You talked to him and asked him, does he remember me? And I said, let me see the child. And I saw this child that is like 8, 9 years old. And the child is absolutely gorgeous. And I'm getting chills right now. And she said, ask him. And he wouldn't talk to me about it. And hey, Doris, hey, mommy. And I said, Nipsey, and he's like, I don't want to talk about it. And I said, so you don't remember? And she contacted me again. She said, did Nipsey say, does he remember making love to me? And I said, he won't talk. He won't talk. And that was, a couple months ago. And I said, Nipsey, she has your ears. She looks like she could be your little sister. So I'm like, Nipsey, he wouldn't talk. And so when he comes to me a few days ago, I said, are you ready to talk to me? He said, yes. I said, do you want me to get the pen? And can I write? He said, yes, I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you the truth. I said, do you want me to say this publicly? He said, yes, because they're getting ready to try to trash me. I said, and say that I'm a bad person and I'm no good and I use these people and these were a secret. These were not ones he brought and introduced to the family and money. He didn't want to do that. And I said, so Lord have mercy, we're going to get some drama tonight. So I'm telling you, this is what some of this is about tonight. And I still don't, maybe that's why I don't feel so strong. I don't know how he feels. I'm getting cold chills. Maybe he doesn't want to stand right here, or he maybe thinks y'all going to judge him or attack him. But he told me that I could say it, because, I want to protect him and respect him. So I would not do, I don't feel him as, I just feel like a chill. I feel they was throwing and panning. Yeah, that's a lot of it. I feel other entities walking in here, so it's okay if you want to back up tonight. But I do, as far as I know, if he tells me, because I don't want to be disrespectful. If he tells me and I heard him wrong to stop, I will stop. But he wanted y'all. He wanted me to try to explain some of this. Now, I could be getting this wrong, y'all. I don't know. Hey, Natasha, I don't know if anything's going to come out or come up about this, but he said they are plotting now to destroy his reputation. Child, I'm not judging that man neither. He's a man, honey. A lot of people have gone through this, and it reminds me of my father, because it was the same kind of thing when he physically died, and all these people came to court, and all these women came, and I got a child, and I want a check, and I want royalties. And, they were converging on the courts, and they didn't even do DNA back then. It was other requirements. Linda, I'm going to interview her so she can tell you about what I'm saying, because she saw this going with my father, who, the legendary Jackie Wilson. He loved women, cull, and they loved him and throw draws on the stage. So I guess, too, he felt, it was okay to talk to me, because I saw my father deal with the same thing, and then y'all know what I'm dealing with my father's family, and don't want to deny, that I'm his child, but then don't want to do DNA at the same fucking time, you see. So I could relate to it, and I just said, okay, baby, you ready to be honest? No judgment here. I understand. So we're going to talk about this. Thank you, Lenise. And so he just calmly started to talk. I don't know. I hope I hear from the lady with the beautiful little girl. Because she looks like him. And I talked to her once. She showed me. I thought she was full of shit. And I said, let me see the baby. And I said, because I don't believe you. She showed me the baby. And I said, oh, Nipsey. He wouldn't talk. I said, Nipsey, she says, do you remember? Do you know? That was yes. Yes. And I asked her, and she told me the whole story. She didn't blame him, didn't put him down. Yes, Mr. Wilson said my daddy was fine and could dance and could move, hitting their ass off of them sheets and shit in them corners. And I see Nipsey was the same way. They will put themselves on you to do that. And so I talked to her, and he left the room. He wouldn't talk to me about it. And yes, he's a sweetheart. I know, thank you, Linda. And then she told me, basically what he told me, that it was a one-night stand. And Nipsey was high and Nipsey was drunk. He had just, I think she said, finished a show somewhere. And after the show, he's a driver, and he pulls up on her. Rolls the window down. She looks at him. He looks at her, and she was just like, he was so gorgeous to look at. And no, because I didn't know him. I didn't know anything about him. He's a young man. He's a beautiful young man. So, and his personality is beautiful. I've actually had women call me and say that they would see him at the store or outside working. They say he was a hard worker, and he was good to a lot of people, and they love to see him. They see him riding his bike and around, and they say, you know what? If this had not happened to him, I was flying to LA to fuck him. And I was like, how you just gonna fuck that man? like that man like that. They said, well, I was damn sure gonna try. And I said, they said, because I know I'm his type. I said, Judy, I said, child, I don't know the man. I don't know what man type. And I just laughed, and I'm just on the phone like, what? Like, y'all just gonna walk up to that man? And I'm like, oh my God, I would not have the nerve to do no shit like that. And then some of them said they were married, and their husbands knew. There's one lady told me her husband knew that he was crazy. She was crazy about him, and you just had to accept that. And so I'm hearing these women tell me, and that they see him in the spirit. He comes, he talks to them. They see him in dreams. They have his altar set up, and they have his liquor, his candles, his weed, whatever he likes, his food, and they're like it's just something about him. They I had no idea this man had so many people in the physical body and outside of the physical body, still mourning his loss and still being attracted and see he's a very, very wonderful soul. So he said, gosh, some of this is kind of, but he said it was okay. I still don't feel him that closely, so I know he must be nervous about what you all are going to say, how you all are going to think. But we had an honest conversation, and it bothered me because he told me how he felt, and he said that most of the time when this stuff was going on, this was drunk and was high. So, and I'm going to tell you what he said to me, and I asked my friend Ricky, since he's a man, because I did not quite understand it, so I still don't have all of the story of what he's saying to me, but I want to listen because I'm a woman, and there's things I don't understand about how a man feels, but basically, I hope nobody gets upset with me, but Nipsey said that this comes from his mom. He said unhealed things from his childhood, and always feeling he had the bonding and the love from his mother, not his grandmother, his mother. And he said there was a hole in his soul, like a wound in his heart, that because he carried a hurt around, and he's from his mother, and he said there was a gap, like in his heart, where he felt like his mom didn't love him, and she didn't really bond with him. And he said it made him angry and very resentful. He held some things against his mother, and he said some of her behavior when he would watch his mother, the way she interacted with men, he said, in the way she was with him, he's saying the word confrontational. I don't know. He said it made him shield his heart from women. He said he did not, at one point, he didn't like women. He didn't trust women. Not mean like men. He said he don't like men. He loves women, but he's like, you know what I'm saying? Like emotionally, he would guard himself. He did not trust them. They were seen as the enemy to him. He said, and then seeing women trick men, use men, lie to them. He said a lot of times women would set men up and would kill them or get them killed quicker than a nigger would. So he said they're literally in a war zone, the way they grew up, the way they were raised, constantly having to watch your back, constantly having a lot of issue. It wasn't unity between men and women. He said men were against the women and women against the men, like y'all pitted to fight each other. So he said he did not have a lot of close, loving relationships with women. He would always side-eye them, but he wanted to have sexual relationships with them. He said, but he didn't feel like you could have a sexual relationship with a woman and have it all. Like you couldn't get the love and the respect for them. He said he was put down. He was mistreated even in school. I don't know what that means. He said everything about him, he's like he didn't feel like he was good enough or accepted or loved or worthy. People judged him, looked down on him, his look, his clothes, his energy. They didn't understand him. the way he moved, the way he thought. I'm talking about he's just a little kid. So I don't know if this is middle school or if it goes into high school. And he said he felt alone. He didn't want to be that way, but he felt isolated and alone, like people didn't accept him. Well, he knows people love him now, and you can tell when you look at him in his tuxedo, when you look at him in his clothes, when you look at the way he walked, talked, he had accepted himself. He was very elegant and a very, very graceful man. He could play the gangster and the gentleman very well. He had transcended the gangster to get to know himself, study himself, evolve, and read books, and he had become such an elegant, very tall, lean, muscular, very statuesque man, a very beautiful man. And you could tell he was comfortable in his skin. He wore it. But he said he wasn't that at one point, because I looked at him as a young boy, beautiful boy. And then he has to mature. He gets very tall. And you could tell just the way he walked sometimes and the way he carried himself. He didn't know himself. He wasn't very comfortable in his skin. But then I noticed as he became either a late teen, early 20s, he started talking about, I want to own real estate. It's not just about bitches and fucking. I want to own real estate. I want to have my own store. He was coming into the knowledge of the beauty of he was, the greatness of he was. It's like when one lady told him, his homegirls had told him his name. He wasn't really sure he was God. Like now he's evolved into a God. So, and you can see the difference in him and his energy as a man before this happened to him, and he's that now as a man. But he still had a lot of the pain and the wounding. He said, and it started with the first woman that he put on a pedestal and idolized. They could never do anything wrong, and nobody could ever compete with this. Is his mother. He said, this framed, not making excuses. He says, not making excuses. But I think y'all need to hear this, because I needed to hear it, because I don't know how men think, and I've run into those types of men. We've all had those types of relationships. Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. One-nighter, and they don't come back, and you don't know why, and then they try to blame you, or you think it's you. It's not you. It's you because you put yourself in that position. But it's not you because he said, I was, most of the time he said I was medicating. I was high, I was drunk, and he had record deals young. So he was traveling and performing young, with the help of Black Sam. Because I saw him as a young man with a backpack on, going to executive meetings with record labels, and he was talking to his brother. His brother called and he says, Black Sam, help me and set this up. So he was experiencing these things young, but he said everybody judged you on your clothes, your shoes, where you live, what you drive. He said, I had nothing to drive. I had nothing special to wear. And he said women would laugh, like young ladies, I guess women his age, would laugh at him and make fun of him. And then he said even he was around some women that were older than him and made him feel, well, he said there was, I don't want to say this, but I'm going to say it. He gave me permission to say it. He said that when he was younger and he was out in the street, some older women either molested him or took advantage of him. He didn't want that. He wanted a place to stay, to be safe. He didn't feel safe. I don't know how old he was when his mother asked him to leave, but he said he was very heartbroken and he wasn't safe. And so he had left that situation because he didn't want to be exploited. It wasn't what he wanted to do with that mother. I don't know if it was a friend's mother, or older woman, or neighborhood house where she said he could stay, but she was attracted to him. And he's like, I didn't need that in my life because I was already very hurt by an older woman that was my mother. And then this woman is coming to me, and I didn't see her. I didn't want that because of the situation that he came into it in. It wasn't a choice he could make on his own in a strong position. He's very vulnerable, and he was extremely heartbroken. He said, I was so hurt. How can my mother do this to me? I don't know what all that's about, but that's what he's saying. He said that's why he had a lot of blocks with trusting women, and women would feel like he mistreated them. He said, but that's, I had my own fucked upness. I had my own pain that I couldn't get out. I didn't know how to get it out. And then he's like, and then in that industry he was in very young, they encouraged him to drink, to get high, to fuck, to get sucked. And he's like, it's times I might have been performing. He said, and I wake up, I don't remember what's happened. All I know is my back sore, my dick sore. He's like, so many people done fucked at him that he can't even remember people fucked him. I said, wait a minute, what are you saying? That it was like orgies and stuff. He's like, man, I had bitches lining up, wanting to fuck. Just if I couldn't fuck and I'm halfway passing out, they sucking a dick. They trying to get on me and get pregnant by me. They know I ain't in my right mind. He's like, basically, I'm washed out. I'm no good at that point because I can't even function for myself. So I could barely get up, go to the bathroom. He's like, I'm so fucked up. And he's like, it's like a party. Wherever he was, I don't know if it's in between the shows or they got the room where, you relax, the liquor, the bedroom, the bitches in there. He's like, man, it was all kind. I done fucked all kind on him. He said, cause I didn't have to rape nobody. I didn't even have to ask no pussy. He's like, one time I, think about it, I want some pussy. And I ain't never experienced these women when I was young. He said, then it went from that to women asking me, can they suck my dick? Can they fuck me? I ain't even got to ask for no pussy. They asking me to take the pussy. He said, they on me or they on their knees. And I'm like, oh, okay. He's like, you don't know what kind of pressure. I said, oh, so you under pressure, your dick under pressure. You pressure fuck, pressure get sucked off. He said, he said, because sometimes it was like I ain't even want to fuck them. It was like bad bitches of any color, race, whatever. He said, I didn't care how they look. I didn't want to fuck them. It was so many of them, I had to turn it down. I could have, but I did not want to. He said, I didn't want to be that person. He said, but he said, I a lot of stuff. He said, I love women. He said, I love women. I love pussy. I love fucking. I love the feeling of being inside of a woman. And I said, but you don't have to tell me. You don't have to apologize. You're a man. You was doing what you were supposed to do. It's totally natural. He said, I love the closeness of being with a woman. I love the bonding of being with a woman. He said, but I couldn't. What he's telling me, I don't know if anybody knew this about him, but he's saying I could see them. He said, I could see through women. I could see spirits on them. He said, I knew when demons were on them. I knew the way they moved, the way they talked, how they talked, their facial expressions. If they wanted to use me for money, if they knew they were pretty women, they thought I was weak and they were going to play me for a sucker and take advantage of me. He said, some of them I would still fuck them because they thought they was going to get me. I would get them. And I knew it wasn't after the night. I'm going to be nice to them. I'm going to be respectful to them. I'm not going to treat them like a hoe. He's like, well, some of them I did. He said, but a lot of them, they wanted to stay. I let them stay. I feel like hanging with somebody. He's like, I would love to chill in the water. Excuse me, give me something to smoke. The jacuzzi, steam room. He's like, I love it sexy. And you could tell when he's a little boy, he was going to be sensual when he grew up. Because the way he was hugging the girl, hugging the best friend, he was just loving, just had a heart of love. And then when he got in that environment, that's a war zone environment, they're taught you don't show that, that's weak. You don't love, let that bitch fuck over you. That's weak. And you don't give this bitch your money. So it got to a point when he's very young. He's like, look, I experienced these things. It's in an interview on my Facebook page. And he was a young man when he said this. I've experienced this. I fucked all kind of women I wanted to fuck. He said, but it ain't about that. It's about my money. So he wasn't controlled by pussy. But he loved that feeling. He said, and it got to the point where he was telling me one situation. He was at a party. And there was women at the party, his friends, some of the gang members were at the party. They was chilling, having a good time, laughing, talking. He wanted to get drunk, and he was smoking. When he was drinking and really high, he's like, something else takes over me. I become a totally different person. I believe this is one of his ancestors. We got very, very, this energy is very dark. It looks like a shadow, like the one I've seen before coming to smoke, wake me up. And this energy is very intense. It's very, very strong. This ancestor that's on him is very aggressive, very sexual. He said, and I know this comes up. Yes, Prince. He said, they were tired all that fuck. He said, we passed out. They had fucked him so hard and sucked him so hard. He said, he wore out. Next day, he got a call to breathe. They had sucked him so hard. And He said when he got like this, he feels like the lights go off and another person comes on. And what he said was, yes, okay, he said neck back, child. He said that a part of him liked to get drunk and high before when he's out or when he goes on stage. He said because there was a fear, there was an insecurity, and then it shut his heart chakra down and it opened his ass chakra up. And I said, whoa. You wanted to shut your heart chakra down so that you could be uninhibited and sexual with no commitment and obligation. He said, yes, because I was afraid to love. Because I knew when I loved I'm sorry, y'all, I don't know why I get mad. He said, when I loved my mother, what she did to me. He said, I never quite got over it. That was always in his mind. Every time I do this, they hurt me. Or they don't accept me because I'm so loving, and then they consider that weak. He said, so I'm just going to have a good time and fuck. So his alter ego takes over. The really big ego. And that person, that spirit on him, likes the spirits. That spirit triggers the other spirits. The spirit of the alcohol and of the smoke. So he shuts out and this thing turns on. And when this thing turns on, he becomes very sexual, wild, very, very aggressive, and just goes right up like a shark. But the thing about it is, he said, I never raped nobody. I never had to rape nobody. Because he said, when I just give them a look, or I get up on them, and I rub them, or he said, I didn't have to rub them, I'm giving a certain look, and I'm giving energy out. He said, they come on to me, or they get on their knees, or we go in another room. He said, there was a night they had an orgy in there. He said, everybody fucking. They all drinking. They all high. He said, and he mentioned the lean. He on the lean. And we go back years now. 7, 8, 9, 10 years. And he's literally on autopilot, fucking the shit out of this girl. I'm watching, I said, oh my God. I'm talking about every position. He's flipping her up, rubbing it, flipping it down, turning it around. She turned. He turned, but she turned out after this here. And he's like, but this is just me. This is what I do. I said, well, did you do it that passionately and intensely because you're in love with? He said, no, I'm just, I'm just a very intense person. Whatever I do, I'm going to put my heart in it. I'm going to give it my all. He said, so I went up, I said, okay, you gave her your goddamn all. So he said after that, she starts, this was in LA, this wasn't in another state or country. She starts chasing me. She's calling me. She know where the store is. She know where I am. And he said, my partners, he said, I liked her because she was fine. And had a real nice round ass and long hair, like a fat ass. And said it was moving around, jiggling, it was sticking out. So she looking at him and said she started dancing like she was doing a strip tease. Scripping. Dancing like a script. And popping the ass, and he was like, God damn, you can fuck tonight. And she was like, she was teasing in front of everybody. He said, this, everybody know. She's doing this. It's not a secret thing, so she can say, no, he did this to me. He forced it. No, she letting the crew know. I want him for the night. So he says, everybody sees it. They can verify she consented. Next thing you know, music on, panties dropping, dicks out, everybody fucking. I said, what? I done had 3 bitches on me at one time. One in my mouth, one on my dick, one they taking turn. And I said, okay, baby, that's cool. You can be honest with me. Just tell me. I like that you're telling me. He said, see, that was the dilemma because monogamy and being in relationships is not encouraged in this lifestyle. He said, so it only fueled hiding and not dealing with and healing my pain. It encourages you to push it down and just party for today, live for right now. He said, so I said, so even though you're very passionate and you're very sensual with the women, and they thought that meant you loved them, you did not feel. He said my heart chakra was closed. I only felt it in my ass. He said temporary pleasure, and then once he said I've been all around the world. I've had some of the most beautiful women to strip for me, do anything I want them to do. He said, and once he said again, he said I was kind to them, I respected them, and they gave me pleasure. I gave them pleasure. He said, but that's like at the moment, that's all I could handle. And then once it was over, my heart felt cold because I was shut down and it all up on me. Oh, we're gonna be together. Oh, we gotta do this again. Oh, we're gonna go out. I'm gonna come see you. I'm gonna come. And he was like, hell no. Cause he said I couldn't lie. That's what he said. He said I didn't lie. I didn't say what nobody want to hear. If I want to fuck tonight, this I'm gonna say I want to fuck. Is you with it or is you not? He said I never misled nobody. He said, but I did not always protect myself. He said I was so high out my mind a lot of times. I did not protect myself, or I might have had a condom on, and I wasn't thinking, or they might have helped me put it on. He said a lot of stuff I don't remember. He said I know that was irresponsible of me, that was reckless of me. He said, but I didn't want them. I didn't want to talk to a lot of them. I didn't want to see a lot of them because of my pain. And my heart was cold. He said I deliberately shut my heart off because I felt like nobody wasn't ready for that. They couldn't accept that. They want the party nip. They want neighborhood nip. They want the wild one that I'm just part of. I'm having a good time. I'm strong and in control. But when I show you my pain or me being polite to you, considering, and you see I'm a nice guy, then y'all want to twist that and misunderstand it and stab me in the heart. He said, so since they liked it, that person, raw dog and cold, he said, well, then I had to live up to that persona when it came to women. Now, it wasn't a persona in the street. You know that. That's not what he meant. Dealing with men and having fight and violence, that's a different thing. He's saying a lot of these women, they say they want love, but then when I open myself up, they want to consider me, a big softie or weak. So because I still love sex and I love women, him back to this side. Oh, when I understand that, you said back to this side. He said because they couldn't really deal with me because they weren't used to seeing that model, like that prototype. He said it wasn't safe for me to show that. So I was like, wow, thank you for telling me that and being so honest and open because I didn't know. I didn't know that's why a lot of men do that. He said the fear of love and being destroyed. Someone taking it as a weakness, a woman taking your heart, balling up, crumpling up, and then using it against you. So he said another thing about this lady that bothered him. He said some of his homeboys told him, and she didn't know, Nipsey studies people, and he will watch the people, and you don't know he's watching you. When he gets something, a feeling that something may not be right, or after that, they both consented, not knowing each other. He didn't know the girl. He met her. They were having a good time, one night stand. He said it was good. The sex was good. And he felt like we do what we do, and we keep this to ourselves, and we're in a party, and then we go out and we don't repeat it. He said this bothered him because she started demanding a relationship, and she wanted him to come to her house and hang with her. She wanted to be out with him, and he was like, wait a minute, I don't even all I remember is that we were at the party, we both were high, we got turned on, she turned me on, we had consensual sex, and that's what it was. That's what I do. And one of his friends had mentioned it to or had seen it, said, wait a minute, man, whoa, you don't want to fuck with that, you don't want to go over there, don't hang over there. And he said, why? He said, she might be trying to set you up because her brother, she had a brother, if I'm hearing correctly what he told me, that was a rival gang member that they had problems with. And he said it was, but he didn't know he had a fine sister that turned him on. And he found this after they fucked. He said, oh no. I can't do this. But she didn't tell him. She probably didn't notice it happen, but he thought maybe she did, and she was trying to lure him over there to get some payback or something. But that's not, she liked Nipsey. But when he saw that, he said, man, you need to know whose sister that is. And he said it was time to some fight that they had in the past. He had, not with her, but with the brother and another rival gang. We're dealing with a street you're supposed to be on or not supposed to be on. And the tagging on the building, you know, or spraying on something with the gang sign. He said, and it might not have been a brother, but one of the gang members that was with the brother's side got hurt because one of Nipsey's homeboys, like, they took a bottle and went dead in the face, fucked the face up. So this was something that they never forgot, and they held against him, and even held it against Nipsey. You know, he didn't do it, but he was with him. Hey, beautiful Ginger. And when he saw that, and they said, man, come on, I'll show you. They crept up and saw her at her house, where she was trying to get Nipsey at, and they said, that's the nigga right there. He said, oh, no. I ain't going back fuck her no more. That was what it was. A couple of months later, she talking about she pregnant. She calling, blowing up the phone. He don't know what it is, because she didn't say what it was. He brushing it off, especially he know this here. He paranoid, so he's like, no, I'm not doing that. It's not going no further. She finally gets a hold to him and tell him I see he did go there, but he had backup, of course. The brother, nobody was there. She told him she's pregnant. Now, it looks like I'm thinking where I picked up Imani was born. She's, what, 11? So this was during the period after he had her money. And the lady, he say, damn, this is not what I wanted. And he's trying to think back how, but, he was so drunk, he was so high, he don't quite remember every blow by blow. And was I protected? So I don't know if it's mine. I don't know if it's hers. Another nigga. And she had a boyfriend. She was fucking another nigga. So that's another reason, too, he didn't